What's up? It's your king, Dax, bringing you some Mortal Kombat Spawn gameplay. Trying to get back into the understanding of one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. Back when I was playing this game heavy, when it first came out, and when Spawn came out, I was trying to be the best of the best with this character, hoping I can replicate that. So I have been dying to absolutely try to get back into Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 has always been one of my favorite games, and back during the hype and popularity of this game, I was a #1 Spawn player. I've been wanting Spawn into Mortal Kombat for like the longest time, and I do have a lot of videos on my channel of Spawn gameplay. I'm trying to get back into them, so you're gonna see a lot of mistakes in here, and I'm gonna go over them throughout the video. That way you guys can sort of pick up to where I'm like, at least I'm trying to get to. All the audio that you're hearing now is actually post the actual gameplay. Whenever I am playing the game, I'm a little like highly like focused onto the game until at least I get back into playing the game and like speaking at the same time. A lot of stuff going forward will be, you know, post commentary. So in this fight, I'm actually going against a Shao Kahn, and Shao Kahn, was one of my worst matchups, especially when I don't know which variation that the people are using that I'm going against. I know it does show in the beginning what the person is using and everything like that, but for me, it's more about like what are my options against them. So in this round, I just decided to close it out, which is a little bit of zoning. I'm playing a variation that I'm not used to. I don't really play combo Spawn. A lot of times when you guys see me use Spawn, I'm just going for quick and easy damage, and here is this is one of the roughest gameplays I've ever seen of my own self, because I made that same mistake there back 1 into 2. It's overhead and it's super punishable if your character has like some decent range, and bam into oos. This was a very like perfectly flawed plan by my opponent. My opponent absolutely cooked here, and will probably continue to cook because I'm so rusty. I should be using that move a lot more, but mostly for the combat. What am I doing here? Oh, I got to go into stance change. And then again, I just keep doing very punishable stuff that I should be avoiding. 20% off of 3 moves is kind of crazy. And I don't know what the idea there was. I really just opened myself up for a free almost 40%. Jesus. I could have low poked, yep. This is, I mean, like, I'm just trying to get like back into control. Should have been canceled that. And no combo either. I'm just, oof. Yep. Absolutely deserved. At least he finished the combo too. I think he messed up trying to finish me there. But yeah, there goes round 1 into my opponent. Again, goes to Shao Kahn. And we're going to be moving on into the next one. Heading into now round 2, I'm hoping that I actually do change up and stick to the plan of actually going into stance change. I chose the change stance with the chains because that one does give you a bit more like combo variety versus the going into gun stance or even projectile block, which is back for a triangle. But in this matchup, I absolutely just got cooked. This Shao Kahn is kind of playing perfect. I'm not even playing to my strengths. I was fully punishable into this. Yep, that is a... I was supposed to combo there. Oh my god. And then I completely lose the round for that. But going for quarter circle back 3 allows you to like restand your opponent, which is one of Spawn's greatest strengths, is that you kind of set the pace. And here, I had this Shao Kahn in the perfect range. Even he didn't really know what to do. This, yup, and to restand. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And then, boom, almost 75% stuff. And then I go for a backwards grab instead of forward grab. And I do. Oh, I even dropped the combo. Don't look. Oh no. And I do believe that this did cause me the round. We're gonna have to see. No, okay, oof. But the opponent is up by 1 round, and this is like clutch factor, so I have to try to pull out as many tricks as I can, and I just end up not doing it. But oops, nope. Okay, good. That's safe. Low block. I was trying to, because the next part of that string is a high grab from Shao Kahn, so I was trying to no block. That way I can have active frames to punish there, but it just was not coming out. And then at this point, it's just, yes, I have no defensive meter, and he could just, yep. Again, no idea what my plan was there. I definitely, absolutely got cooked by this guy. And, you know, shoutouts to the Shao Kahn. Absolutely fantastic gameplay from him, but we're going to be moving on to the next clip. In this matchup, going into it, I was going to go more into practicing the stance changes. Since I am coming back to the game, I want to just go into these ranked matches. I always love the best 2 out of 3 format. That's just something about me. But I want to go into this match and at least just practice the cancellation of his combo strings. And there, again, I'm always going to have to remember that going half back 1 into 2 is going to just be punishable unless I cancel that. By going back 2 into a stance and then canceling the stance, you actually are pretty active. And then I could have comboed there too, because the armor breaking and then the enhancing of that does allow you to actually combo there, but I just did not take advantage of it. Boom. There goes using the guns. The guns are absolutely my favorite, and it's a great way to mix your opponent up. Something that you guys will always notice about Spawn is that his projectiles are pretty bad. And if I was to go into any matchup against Spawn, I would definitely use projectiles to my full advantage. As much as people really don't like zoning or people who spam abilities at a distance, it's all part of the game. It's all different strategies, and back when I used to play this game all the time, you just have to know what character strengths are at and how to punish it. But this person did not know how to play Sonya, and I definitely took advantage. Okay, this is about to be one of my favorite interactions. I've labbed that interaction. I did not have the airdrop move that Spawn has, which if you are fast enough, when you jump over the opponent, you press heavy, heavy kick or 3 in the air into quarter circle back, which is now on the opposite side, which is called forward circle. You actually land faster than your opponent does, and you can still grab them with that specific interactable. I believe this is like Shaolin training grounds, but it's also the final boss stage. Again, this should have been forward grab. I have to remember that when you just do basic grab is always going to be back, and there's a lot of times that as Spawn I want the forward grab for the block and the crushing blow. So we go into round 2. I'm up by 1. My opponent decides to change characters, and Terminator is one of the most, not I wouldn't say most, it's definitely like the scariest matchup for Spawn, because of the fact of how this is the highest one of like his variations change completely how the person wants to play. So as you'll see here, I believe that he wanted to do zoning more because he went for the triple shotgun Terminator, but we'll see here. Again, that I had active frame, so I could either block or just backdash, and I have to start backdashing more. Again, with that back grab, I just don't go nowhere. So I'm choosing the spam zone here because I really want to get him stuck in the corner. Oops. I don't know why I went for that, but that was supposed to be a different move. Let's see if I get it. I don't. I gotta stay at like medium range because Spawn has some long normals. The biggest like issue with Spawn is that all of his starters outside of like a few moves are all highs, and that's his biggest weakness. He only has one good medium, which is back 1, which is why I'm constantly spamming it. Also, it's kind of tragic looking back on this footage, and I'm just dropping everything. Oh my god, this is just generally a shit show to watch. It's just like nothing. Completely opened myself up. Terminator has one of the weirdest like uh, fatal blows, because he shoots you in the face with a shotgun and it sends you back, but how is he fast enough to catch you? I've always had that issue. And again, that would have been a very like great setup. I don't know if that's considered a meaty or not, but that would have caught me if I wasn't just mashing buttons. I will admit to you guys over here, I mash buttons all the time, and we get the brutality. That's why I love quarter circle back square. It's so great at catching your opponents just to go straight into the brutality. So this is a good game. Now we're on to our third match for our video, and this is going to be the one where I do not know if I'm going to win or lose this. I do not remember this personal matchup. This is one of the matchups I recorded way long ago. It's versus a what variation of Cabal is this? Ooh, this is Air Cabal. This is Air Nomad Cabal, I think it's called. This is really bad. This is a bad matchup. This was like S tier. Look at this. Oh my god. And then he's instantly like hitting you after jumping in. It's kind of crazy. 30% and I jumped out. That's crazy. I should have just took the damage. Oos, no combo. Jesus, what am I doing? At least when I go to the lab, I have to remember I have to like, oof. Is that not a high? When I lab it, I definitely have to like go for like finishers just to like end the shrink, because Spawn has some of the best like finishers to move, just not the best when it comes to actually like fixating it. And then that move right there, it replaces his best zoning, but it's good enough to destroy this Air Nomad. Oof, in your chest. 30% off of a critical blow is not that bad. And then I got punished because what you don't want to do against his guns blazing, he dropped that combo, by the way, what a miss. What you don't want to do against Spawn is during the guns, if you don't want to drop out too early. If you drop out early, you're still going to get hit with the follow-up from the guns, which a lot of people don't know that, which is why, well, he jumped straight into that, which is why I like spamming it. But if you drop out like towards the middle, a little late, if anything, you actually get to punish me fully. Especially because like he does walk forward with it, but if I space it correctly, which I never do, I don't think I do in this matchup. And ooh, he dropped it. Wow. Was he thinking that he probably thought I was gonna escape it, because it was a little delayed to allow me to escape. And then look at that. Look at that. Oos. Oh wow, I think he's gonna. Oh, had no meter, but 40%. That's such a good variation. No combo. There we go. Alright, combo. Oos. Alright, good 25%. Do I get a punish here? Boom, block that. Oh, I almost had him. But look, this is why I love that. You catch people off, get a nice 8%. And I remember this clip. I wanted air X-ray. Spawn has if you hold up, he throws the grenade in the air for that exact matchup. But yeah, round 1 goes to you. Now we're going to go straight into round 2. I remember being fuming because I was like, oh, I almost would have had that. So now we're in here. I thought I was going to catch him, but no, we end up training. And if he wakes up fast enough, he can still punish me, which is kind of crazy. Getting a trade and losing, oof, that was clean. And then look at me. It's like I want to get punished. Air Nomad. That thing was so annoying. I remember when I was playing this game at its height, and when custom variations were allowed, because in ranked it wasn't allowed. You had to base character. And I remember when I was a huge Scorpion player, I remember when it dropped and all those Air Nomads came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are menaces to society. Alright, 1-1 goes to him. What I gotta start doing is I gotta start going for body chains a lot more. Body chains like that, or it's a high, which is, you know, you could just low profile or duck it, and I kind of have to hold that. Boom. I'm not finishing it, so it looks like I'm not doing no damage. I gotta go for something. Ooh, that was a smooth pickup. I can't even get mad. 40%. And it's like, at this point, I guess I'm like scared to press buttons. Okay, good, 30, almost 30% right there. And then because that the air guns variation takes away your ability to like zone, which is why I often don't use it. I thought I was gonna catch him with the low, I really did. And I know he's spamming it. I know he's spamming it. And he got me. Oh man, I was so mad because he's throwing it out, but he's never throwing it out so close. And again, this is why I love like guns, because you force your opponent to block. And I'm scared to press buttons because I know that's a crushing blow, and I don't want to like lose to the crushing blow. All right. Spawn is such a like smooth character. I absolutely love his design here. Yeah, free. It's just like that's so annoying. I gotta remember what like Spawn's fastest move is, just off rip. So clean. Like Mortal Kombat 11 still looks better than Mortal Kombat 1 to me. At least, ooh, there goes that air dive. I should probably use that more. All right, nice 25%. Ooh, punish. And in this household, we always respect the mercy. If you get mercy, you gotta send it back. Because if you, especially if you like win the round and like that's off of their mercy, you gotta at least give them the chance to fight back. You have to. Absolutely fantastic gameplay from at least me. And you know what I mean? Like I'm out here putting belt to ass. How I feel. Alright, so going into round 2, I know what works. I have to make sure that I'm getting my finishers, especially like if I'm gonna play this like hit and run tactic with Spawn. The way that hit and runs really work is the getting the ticks, getting enough damage to put pressure at least early on from my from at least whatever hits I can get, because he's not really a combo heavy character. He doesn't really get much. He doesn't have things that extend his combos really well. And here it's very much like big damage, but you have to sacrifice like a lot. There goes the beast stance, not pressing buttons. Even like my opponent getting a free jump there is 1,000 times punishable. This combo, look at that, nice 30%. And that's repeatable. Oh my god, I'm getting low profiled. Right there, just got low profiled. And that cost me the whole round. Spawn, I love you, man, but you're fucking garbage. Maybe I'm just trash with him, who knows? Fuck that. I'm the greatest. No combo. No combo. Oh my god. I hit the guy 4 times and I got nowhere. This is me just playing scared. Yeah. Fire me. I deserve to get fired. What are you doing? I gotta add. I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna create a variation with air glide, because you could attack air glide attack into cape dive. That should be like 20% right there. Oof, caught him. Nowhere. There we go. Got him again. It's a pretty decent damage too. No. No. There we go. Ah, I dropped it. Oh, I'm about to lose and I'm about to like scream in real life. No. Okay. No. Got the combo breaker. Hit him. Hit him. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's no way I lose. There's no way I lose. I actually lost and he's on 1. He has nothing. And he gave me the mercy. You're bugging. I would have never done that. This guy is clearly built different. I would have never done that. If I won at 1 HP, I would have left for 1 HP. He gave me that round because he wanted to fight me longer, and I'm just this guy is just better than me. Finally, at least that's something. I gotta go for more like wild clubs, as I like to call them, because you can still like enhance them, and it's pressure. It's a omnipresent floor attack. It's not a low, I believe it's a mid, but it's omnipresent and it hits them wherever they are, like no matter the distance. You can be full screen activated and it will trigger. Oh my god, bro. Like, I hit him and I do nothing, and that's what's like getting me mad. And it's like there's no mercy after this. No. That was supposed to be wild clubs, good punish, but it's not a high for some reason. And there goes the round. Yeah, I tried to get the cheeky win, I did. But yeah, good game. There's Cabal absolutely got demolished by him. But there's a lot of things that I could learn. You definitely gotta practice more of actually finishing my combos and getting as much damage as I can. That's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you for watching.